Rain wasn't just falling that night, it was hammering the small town like God was shaking the sky loose. Cars rushed by, wipers whipping like frantic hands. People sprinting from parking lots to storefronts trying not to drown in the downpour. But inside Lenny's Diner, the cheapest place off Highway 12, the storm didn't matter much because everything already felt chaotic. TIA 26, black, broke, and bone-tired, was juggling 3 tables, a flickering coffee machine, and a boss who acted like he personally invented misery. "Move faster, TIA!" Mr. Clark barked from behind the counter. She bit her tongue. Again. Tips were trash, bills were overdue, and her feet were on fire from the double shift she'd been forced to take. But she kept going because quitting wasn't an option and crying didn't pay rent. Then she saw him. Through the fogged glass window, an old man, no umbrella, no jacket, walking slowly along the road, rain pounding on him like it had a personal grudge. T.I. froze. Who the hell was out there in weather like this? The man staggered, stopped, lifted a shaky hand like he was trying to wave down a passing car. No one stopped. No one even slowed. Something in T.I.'s chest tugged hard. "Mr. Clark," she said, grabbing a towel. "I'm gonna step outside for a sec. You walk out that door during a rush," he snapped. "And don't bother coming back." Her stomach twisted. Her paycheck depended on him. Her whole month depended on him. But the old man outside looked one gust of wind away from collapsing. TIA inhaled, exhaled, and whispered under her breath, "God, please let this be the right thing." She pushed through the diner door, sprinted into the rain, grabbed the man gently by the arm and said, "Sir? Hey, you okay? Come on, let's get you inside." His voice trembled. I didn't think anyone would stop." T.I. wrapped the towel around him, guiding him toward the warm diner lights. But she had no idea. Someone inside was watching her every move and about to turn her life upside down. Why was a stranger recording her from inside the diner? The bell above the door jingled as TIA helped the old man inside. He was soaked, trembling, and coughing like his lungs were full of gravel. "Sit right here, sir," TIA said gently, pulling a booth seat open for him. "I got you." Across the diner, a man in a gray hoodie sat with a half-eaten burger and a phone pointed straight at her, not like a creep, but like someone documenting something important. TIA frowned. Great. Another guy trying to go viral on her back. But she ignored him, grabbed a pot of coffee, and poured the old man a hot cup. "Drink slow," she said softly. "Thank you," he whispered. "My name's Henry. Henry Walker." Before she could respond, TIA. Mr. Clark stomped toward her like the floor insulted him. "What did I tell you about bringing drenched strangers inside?" He was about to faint, she answered, holding her ground. "Not my problem," Clark hissed. "You made a choice. So here's another one clock out. You're done for the night." Her heart dropped. She needed this shift. She needed every damn dollar. "But sir, I'm not asking." The old man's eyes darkened with guilt. "I don't want you losing your job because of me. It's not your fault," T.I. whispered. The guy in the hoodie suddenly stood and walked toward them. "T.I., right?" he said. She blinked. "Do I know you?" "No," he replied. "But I know what I just saw. And that's real kindness. People don't do that anymore." Clark rolled his eyes. "Mind your business, buddy." "Oh," the stranger smirked. "This is my business." He turned his camera around, showing the screen. He had the whole thing recorded. T.I. running out into the storm, helping the old man, risking her job. "Why are you filming me?" she asked, confused. "Because," he said, "I work for someone who needs to see this." Before she could ask more, he slipped out into the storm, disappearing into the night. T.I. swallowed hard. The old man sipped his coffee, watching her with sharp, thoughtful eyes. Something felt strange. Like things had just shifted quietly, dangerously, unavoidably. She didn't know it yet, but the stranger wasn't just some guy. The next morning, she'd learn exactly who he worked for, and her world would explode. Why did a limousine pull up outside her diner the next morning? The next day, T.I. walked to work with a knot in her stomach. She hadn't slept. She didn't know if she'd even get her job back, Mr. Clark was the kind of man who held grudges like they were trophies. But when she rounded the corner, a black limousine sat parked right outside the diner. "That ain't normal," she muttered. The back window rolled down slowly. "TIA," a deep, calm voice said. Her blood ran cold. It was Henry, but not soaking wet. Not trembling, not looking fragile. He was clean, sharp, dressed in a tailored coat with a driver standing at attention. "Sir?" She stuttered. What's going on?" Henry smiled gently. "I owe you more than a thank you." She blinked hard. "Oh, me, sir, all I did was help." "Exactly," he said. "You helped when no one else would, including my own driver who was late picking me up last night." "Hold up. Driver?" Her jaw dropped. "Are you rich?" He laughed. "I'm the founder of Walker Real Estate Group." TIA nearly choked. That was one of the biggest property companies in the state. "Yesterday," he continued softly, "I wanted to see something, wanted to know if people still cared. If kindness still existed, and you showed me it does." She stared, stunned. "And my assistant," he added, "the man filming showed me the video this morning." Her face flushed. "Oh my God." Henry stepped out of the limo with a steadiness she didn't expect from a man his age. "I came to return the kindness." Right then, Mr. Clark burst out of the diner. "You again?" he barked. "I told you, she's fired. She abandoned her shift." Henry raised an eyebrow. "Is that right?" "Yeah," Clark said smugly. "My diner, my rules," Henry nodded. "Good, because as of 10 minutes ago, this diner is mine." Tao's heart stopped. Clark's face drained of color. "You're lying. Check your inbox," Henry replied calmly. "You sold the property last year. Your contract allows the landowner to buy you out anytime." "I bought you out." Clark fumbled with his phone, scrolling, face falling deeper and deeper in shock. TIA covered her mouth. "Was this real?" Henry turned to her. "TIA, let's talk about your new position." But before he said another word, his driver rushed toward them, panic in his eyes. "Sir, you need to see this now." What urgent news was the driver bringing? And how would it change TI's new future? Henry stepped aside with his driver. Their voices dropped low, urgent, serious. TIA couldn't hear a word, but the tension hit like a cold wind. After a minute, Henry walked back, face tight with worry. "TI," he said gently, "I need to ask you something, and it might be hard." Her stomach flipped. "What is it? Are you behind on rent?" Her throat closed. "Yes," she whispered. 2 months. He nodded slowly. "And your landlord, does he live on Oak Street?" She froze. "How do you know that?" Henry sighed deeply. "Because the driver just informed me your landlord is trying to evict everyone living in that building so he can sell it fast. And he's starting with you." Her knees went weak. "I can't. I don't have anywhere else to go." Henry raised a hand. "You don't need to panic. I already bought the building." She blinked. Hard. "What?" "You heard me," he said softly. "It's yours to stay in, no rent for 6 months. After that, we'll set something fair based on what you can handle." Ti's eyes filled with tears. "Why? Why are you doing all this for me?" Henry looked at her with the warmest expression she'd ever seen on anyone. "Because kindness shouldn't cost you your life," he said. "And because you reminded me what humanity looks like." She covered her face with her hands, overwhelmed. He added with a smile, "Oh, and your new job? You'll be managing this diner. I'll put the money in, you put in the heart." "Me?" "Yes, you. I trust you." Before she could speak, customers inside the diner began clapping. And Ti broke exhausted. Overlooked, Tia felt something bloom inside her for the first time in years. Hope. Henry held out a hand. "Ready to start?" She wiped her tears and nodded. "Yeah," she said, voice shaking but strong. "Let's do this." She didn't know where this new life would take her. But she knew one thing for damn sure. The night she saved an old man in the rain was the night her whole world was saved right back. What would Ti do with her new power, her new life, and her new second chance?